Deanne. Oh wow. Wow. Deanne, unmute yourself. Wow. How you gonna come through looking like let's see. Deanne, did you unmute yourself? Y'all remember her? That's who I was just on the phone with. That's who I was on the phone with talking about high value man and gorgeous. Your microphone's not connected. Mothers, please stop allowing your daughters to get to such an unhealthy weight. You need to start telling your daughters, fathers, I need to start telling your daughters that they need to be pretty. They need to dress as pretty as possible. That used to be a standard where women tried to be as pretty as possible. All right, Deanne, unmute yourself.
You're not. Okay. Hello. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. What do you got for me?
Okay, so I am the working. I tried college out. College personally wasn't for me, and so I have my own apartment. I have my own car. Everything's in my name. I'm working right now, and I'm dating, but I'm trying to figure out am I like I have an idea of what I want in a guy and my relationship, but I don't know my next step. Like, where am I at right now? Should I just be figuring out what I like, or
Hold on. What state do you live in?
South Carolina?
Mm. 22.
Yes,
Where's
sir.
dad at?
Dad is in California.
All right. So you didn't go to college because college wasn't for you.
I know I tried it out. I went for a year,
But college wasn't
and
for you.
that's right.
Okay. All right. So okay. Do you want to be married?
I definitely want to be married. I definitely want to have children. Definitely.
Okay. Do you want to have to work after you're pregnant?
I personally no.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
How many kids do you want?
I'm up to 5. Here for it.
How much money would a man need to make to afford 5 children in a middle class life and a wife that doesn't work?
A middle class life?
Yeah. A middle class or upper middle class life for a wife that doesn't work and 5 children. How much would your husband need to make annually?
At least over 100,000. I don't know.
Let's do some math, young lady. Let's do some math.
Okay.
How much do you make an hour?
I make almost 16.
$16 an hour. Do you work 40 hours a week?
Yes.
So if you work full time, that's $32,000 a year.
Right.
The average it costs about $200,000 for a child from age 18, from 0 to 18, to have
wow.
To have 5 children and a middle class life. A man is going to need to make in excess of, well, do you want your kids to be able to go to college if they want to?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want the kids to have a vehicle when they turn 16?
Yes.
Right. Do you want to travel and go on family vacations other than to Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, you want to go away on the week? You want to go away for a couple of weeks at a time?
Right, I do. And
Right. So
so
listen, I don't need to know what you think about the world. You don't know nothing yet. I need you to
you're right.
understand something. You're talking about a man who's going to need to make it in order to have 3 children and a stay-at-home wife. You're talking about $350,000 U.S. in Dallas, Austin, Houston, Atlanta. So I don't know what city you live in South Carolina. Pretty much has the cost of living. In order to tack on 2 more kids, you talk about another $75,000 to $80,000. You're talking about a man who's going to need to be making just under $500,000 a year to have a room, because
Mm,
every kid's going to need their own room. I mean, you're talking about a 7-person family. Every time you
right.
sit down at a restaurant, there's automatically gratuity. Now, a man who's making $700,000 a year, what kind of wife is he going to want?
I was a supportive one. I feel, and if anything, it should be when you're at home,
Let,
it
let,
should
let,
be
let,
a
let, me,
happy
let, me, let me
woman to have
stop
this.
this right here because this is going to get out of hand. Ma'am, that's an unreasonable ask.
Okay.
A man who's making that kind of money, okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Women who can ask for men like that have to be pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous. 8, 9, or 10 in the looks department.
Hmm.
And 8 starts around Beyonce looks. I'm not joking.
I know.
I don't know why so many of you women think, I don't know what happened to black women, the way you think you're not going to have to work. Ma'am, no, no, $16 an hour, you're broke, living paycheck to paycheck with no skills. You will be lucky to
Hmm.
find a man. You'll be good to find an average guy, blue collar guy who's a plumber, electrician, has his own business. He's making 50, 40, 50, $60,000 a year, and y'all go out and live the American dream instead of trying to live a fantasy life. You're not gonna have no 5 kids because you can't afford them.
Right.
5 kids are for people with money.
Right.
So where do you go to? Are you dating someone actively now?
I am.
Okay. What does that mean?
Um.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'm not. I'm not satisfied. I guess
Is he older than you?
he's 24,
What does he do for a living?
firefighter.
You're not satisfied? Why?
Um. This is someone who isn't really affectionate. You know.
No, I don't. Men aren't supposed to be
Oh,
affectionate. We're
okay.
supposed to work.
Okay. Well, definitely works.
You want
Definitely.
affection?
Oh,
You
like
want affection by a dog? I'm gonna be honest, man. Some of you ladies need to understand something. Men are not supposed to be your girlfriends. We're not supposed to sit around and paint your toenails and talk about your freaking feelings. You got a firefighter.
right.
That's some of the best work you can do in this country. That's good money, good benefits. And you ain't
Right.
satisfied at $16 an hour at the Piggly Wiggly? Welcome to a wake up call, young lady. You're in South Carolina, not known for a place for ballers and shot callers.
This is true. That was good. Thank you. It's true.
You got a 24-year-old firefighter. See what I
Okay.
said? And what is he? Does he want to get married?
He wants to leave the country.
Does he want to be married ever?
Yeah, he does. But he's focused on enjoying, like, he's young, so I guess
Well,
going
that
off
I don't
and,
suggest dealing with men that young anyway.
right,
But my point is, learning. I asked the first question about your dad because most black children, black women don't grow up with a father, so you don't know how men are.
right,
And we're not women. We're direct. We're not affectionate like that. That's not what we're supposed to do. Honestly, it sounds to me like you would do better um, getting in some of these women's groups with positive women talking about femininity, helping becoming. If you want to become a wife, you need to actually learn how to be a wife. They got wife schools, etiquette,
Yeah.
finishing schools, because you don't just go out and make this happen. You have to
Right.
prepare yourself. And then, honestly, would you date a man who's over 30?
Yes,
Well, that's
I
what.
have.
Well, that's where you're. I mean, for the kind of women who want to not work, a man needs to make the kind of money you're talking about, to have the possibility to not have to work. That man's going to be over 30 years old.
Right, right. And I'm open to that.
Well, the main thing is, uh, are you on effective birth control?
I'm not.
Are you sexually active?
I am. No.
A child will fuck your life up.
Oh, yeah, not ready. Not right now.
Then you better get on effective birth control and a backup. Meaning, you better go get the IUD, the Mirena, whatever the little insert is, and the birth control pill.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm dead. I am so serious. Because honestly, you seem to be like a really nice young lady, but you're girls like you get caught up all the time with a baby out of wedlock, and then you'll be calling my version of a show 6 years from now talking about I was young and dumb and had a baby out of wedlock. No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it happens. You sexually active. You can't tell me oh no. No babies in why are your shirt so low cut? Why is that down there like that?
Oh, it's the dress. I'm sorry. I apologize. I took a bath and I wanted to be presentable coming out. I'm
All
sorry.
right, I would just say if don't go out of the house with something that low cut.
Okay.
And you'll draw that to you.
Oh yeah, I don't want that.
All right. Uh,
Thank you.
get a relationship with your dad. Talk to him. Find out what's going on with that. Thank you for calling in, young lady.
Okay.
Bye bye. I mean,
Bye.
let's see what's going on. Who is this? Admin. If you don't get on if you don't start your camera, you will not get on. No one gets on without me seeing them. Nessie. Okay, I'll get you in a second. Nessie.
Nisi,
Nessie.
hello, how
Oh,
are you?
have you called in before?
No,
All right. What you got for me?
I'm new to your channel.
Well, get
I
ready.
started watching. I am 30 years old,
All right.
and I've been talking to my grandmother about some of the topics that we have discussed.
Your grandmother is how
And
old?
she has to be in her 70s.
All right. And what did she say?
She's saying that I should not be going after these older men or men that are of high value because um, they're controlling and they're going to treat me really horribly. So I'm glad that I was able
Uh
to
huh.
talk to them.
And your grandmother was married to your grandfather how long?
I'm not even sure. They're divorced. She's remarried
Uh
now.
huh.
Hmm. So
Where's your
she
mother?
told me to, my mother,
Mm-hmm.
she's married.
So why are you talking to your grandmother?
I don't talk to my mom that often.
Where's your
I
dad?
talk to my father is he's around. Me and him speak as well.
I mean, if your grandmother, you know what year she was born? Because if you're talking about a
Uh,
70-year-old woman saying that you shouldn't be, first of all, I made the show
mhm.
for women like her.
Okay, all right.
Everything that I said, avoid men that can actually pay bills. And this woman, anyway, I don't want to insult your grandmother, but the show is the show. What is it you like my help with? Because you mentioned something about high
So,
value men.
so she says that I should just date a
I'm
man.
asking you. I don't give a damn what she says.
So I would like to date someone who makes good money or a high value man.
Why?
because I would like to stay at home and not work.
How tall
I
are
want to
you?
live a life. I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
10 between 10 and 12.
Between what?
10 and 12.
What's the most you've ever weighed?
The most I've ever weighed was 204.
How much you weigh now?
187. I'm working on that
There's
though.
no work, man. See, I mean, here's the thing. I say that, but you ladies need to understand when you come in talking about this high value stuff and you nearly 200 pounds, there is no high value nothing at 200
Mm-hmm.
pounds. It simply does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be the bad guy for telling you this, but you can go out into the world and see that men don't pick 200-pound women to wife and sit down in the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So why is high value? I'm trying to understand why so many of you ladies want high value when you don't fit what high value men look for.
Well, I don't typically weigh even 187. I work out.
Man,
So,
ma'am, let's not
yes,
do this. You're 30, right?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Any children?
No
When was
children.
the last time you were dress size 4?
Probably high school.
And that's where a high value man wants women to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to do this because it's not. Look, you weigh too much for what these men want.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so hard to just accept?
Okay, so if that's not an option, I just feel like I would like someone who makes good money. I make good money.
There
I
you
think that's
go.
reasonable.
That's what it is. You make good money, and now you want your man to make good money. But I'm sorry, ma'am. I said it at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. Men pick women on their looks. Women pick men on their money.
Mm-hmm.
If you made $15 an hour, would you expect the same kind of man you want now?
No.
Then that's what you need to be working with. You're an average looking woman and above average weight.
Mm-hmm.
That's a reasonable approximation of your sexual marketplace value to all men. Your standard is outside of. I say, are you looking on your looks level? So what do you do for a living?
I'm
What do you do for a living?
I'm a financial product analyst.
Right. But you just said if I didn't
Mm-hmm.
make the kind of money I did, if I made 30,000, I'd be looking for a man that a different kind of man. So it's your
Mm-hmm.
money that's making you want a different man. Do you have male coworkers?
I do.
Do they make about what you make or more?
Yes, they do.
Are any of them married?
Not right now, no.
Okay. Do any of them have serious girlfriends?
Yes, they do.
Have you seen any of them?
Not in any of the events at
Have you
work,
seen a
no.
picture of any of them?
Yes. Mhm.
What does the picture look like?
Um, they're cute, but I would say I'm online with them.
And this is part of the
I'm
problem. This is part of the problem, guys. And
just
I'm gonna tell you guys, this is not part of the problem. This is a problem with you guys, man. You guys, you need to stop doing this. I said this in my broadcast. When you guys go out and have relations with women that you would not marry, they take this shit seriously. They think it increases their SMV. You're just getting your stuff together. Anyway, we got. Are they black or white? The men you're talking about.
these are black. I don't date white men.
Well, the men. So, all right. Let me make it simple. Um, you have to get to a healthy weight.
Hmm. I agree.
And you're how tall again?
5'7".
You need to be 130 pounds. That's a healthy weight, ma'am, for 5'7". Human beings are supposed to be fit, especially human females. You have to give yourself room to grow after a pregnancy. Because as it stands
Okay.
right now, ma'am, if you were to get married next, you said the most you weighed was two what? 240?
204.
204. Okay. If you was just maintain the weight you are right now, let's call it 190.
Okay.
187, 190. If you were to get pregnant, if you got engaged in 6 months and you got married and you got pregnant on the honeymoon,
Mhm.
you would go from 190 to, even if you just gained the 30 pounds, you would be 220 in pregnancy. And at 30 years
Mhm.
old, with no real history of being fit, athletic, or working out, the chances of losing all that baby weight are negligible. He'd have a wife that is about 200 pounds. And if you got pregnant with another child, you'd put on 30 to 50 pounds and you'd keep the majority of that. If you had 3 kids, he'd be looking at a wife around 250.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen. I'm actually
I understand, but that's why so many brothers are not marrying, because I see a direct correlation between black women's weight and our decrease in marital rate. And to be honest, ma'am,
Mhm.
it's going to definitely affect the kind of men that you can deal with, but it's 100% going to affect the kind of men who will consider you for marriage.
I agree.
High
I'm
value
actually
men.
studying to be a
Hmm.
I'm actually studying to be a trainer, a group fitness trainer.
I, best of luck, but ma'am, if I'm concerned that you said you haven't been a healthy weight since teenager.
Well, you said okay because you said 130. I like to have a little bit of,
I don't want to
of
hear
a
this meat
figure.
on my bones bullshit. See, that's more I can be. That's more black women fat girls language. That's
You're
bullshit.
right. Okay.
That's bullshit, and
Oh,
we gotta stop this.
mhm.
I like to have more meat on my bones. No, that means you. I want you to accept me the way I am. No, you go back and look at your grandmother or your great grandmother's pictures, and they
Mhm.
weren't your size.
Mhm.
I don't. I don't know why so many educated black women resist being fit. I mean, so many of you guys will fight this tooth and nail. So let me help you and move on to the next person. If you don't get to a healthy weight, you're going to greatly affect the kind of men you can deal with. And those kind of men also want women to wear their natural hair.
Okay. That's good information.
They, I mean, black men prefer natural hair. I mean, you go on any place on social media, you'll see black men ask for 3 things: lose the weight, natural hair, better attitudes. That's black men across the board.
I switch it up. I wear my natural hair sometimes too.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. You cannot, not, be 30 years old, near 200 pounds, and think you can get a high value man. Not going to happen. You can call me whatever you want. Call me anything but a child of God. But they're not going to be calling you Miss Henry.
Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Credit on Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. I think he did so much with his content. And I think this content has gone a long way to prove something that we've always been talking about. Feminism, feminism, feminism. It's just something that has destroyed most of our women unknowingly. Sometimes it shocks you when they talk about some of these things. It's not like it's just craziness or it's just, something is wrong with their thinking or something. This lady is educated, right? College educated lady. So probably a PhD or something like that because of the money she's making. And her submission about the fact that she's making high income, and that translate she have to get someone that is also making high income, is why we are talking about feminism here, right? Feminism taught these women men and women are equal. The reason why I'm bringing feminism in this conversation is just for the fact that she's looking for a man's money. So she's thinking that a man is going to pick her based off the money that she's also making. And that is why the feminism is coming in. Feminism told these women, men and women are equal. So how they feel about themselves or what they think of themselves and what they think they want is what men also want. That's just what it is. So she sees that, okay, I'm looking for a man that is having high income. So that man will also be definitely looking for a woman that is also having high income. But they don't think of it from a biological standpoint that men and women are different. And what they are mostly looking for is always the opposite. Women are looking for men that have muscles, kind of large. I'm not talking about being fat or obese. For them, those things don't even matter when it comes to women. When it comes to this type of conversation, your body weight, your fitness level is not something that women really care about. If there is no money, then there is no conversation about relationship or something like that. So they kind of see themselves, okay, I'm making this amount of money and I'm looking for this type of a guy. So a guy that is also operating at that level might also be living or will also be looking for someone like me. But they tend to forget that men look at things differently, and men attraction when it comes to men is something different. We don't tend to care about women's finance. If the money she's making, if she was to be a man, and then I think finding a woman wouldn't have been a problem because she wouldn't have care about how much that woman is making. And that's my point of bringing in feminism here. Because they were told men and women are equal, it has messed their brain cells up to the point that they don't even understand that what they're looking for and what men are looking for are two different things. That is just the truth. Men are looking for something different. Women are looking for something different. And it is a problem. It is a problem and it is a challenge that most women are facing. They kind of always confused. And these things are designed as systems that has been put in place to keep women single. One thing women have to understand, or black women have to understand, is when you are a single lady, the government benefits from it. So that is why the government side, they don't encourage marriage and all those things, because when both of you are working, right, the taxes that they get from you guys is really high. So it is not in their best interest for you to be married, because they know most women marrying, even if they are not going to stop completely, their working hours is going to reduce. And that is what every government don't want. And she said she want to be at home. She want to be a stay at home because she don't want to pay bills. And that's why she's looking for that type of a man. So I always ask black women this question. 9 out of 10 times you ask a black woman, you want to be working when you are married? And they mostly say no. So why waste your time pursuing a degree that you know damn well that you are not going to be using, or you don't want to be using in the future? Right? Why do you waste so much time ending up being 30? And even that certificate that you've pursued, or that degree that you've pursued, you don't want to use it. What is the point? You neglected your chances of meeting that high value man that you're really looking for, and that's the case for our sister. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you're giving us a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned, stay focused, and until we meet in the next one, I'm out and peace.